What's going on, guys? It's Frosty, and this week I am joined with.
I'm BoostWorld.
What's up, man? I am glad to have you on the podcast, dude. Like, you are one of the most hot commodities in the community right now. Everyone knows Boost. Um, Everything going on with yourself, man. Like, you are popping off. I know you're. Everyone's talking about like when's Boost gonna hit partner. Boost is gonna get into Obey. I know Boost is gonna Boost is making it right now. Like everyone is talking about you. Everyone knows who you are. It could be a completely separate community. I'll go off and try and outsource, and they'll be like, "Oh, Boost World, yeah, I know him," and I'm like, "It's crazy, man. Like, what's going on with Boost, bro?"
Well, first of all, I want to say thanks for having me, obviously. And yeah, dude, honestly, like it's been a crazy, crazy year. Like as you know, like we've only been going at this for a little bit over a year now. And yeah, I kind of obviously with COVID and stuff, it was a little bit tough. I went to college in the States, and being a Canadian and playing hockey over there was a little bit difficult with like the borders and all that. So yeah, I decided to stay back a year and kind of just I had a good thing going with streaming and content. So I figured I'd just take it to the next step and go full time, and it's definitely been paying off. I'm streaming like however many hours a day. I'm grinding TikToks. I'm trying to get on the daily TikTok upload schedule these days. Trying to get a little bit more consistent on YouTube, but for sure, just like honestly, like I will say, taking this full time really did take everything to the next level. Just like I always say, like people ask me about streamer tips or what's going on, like how do you grow your channel? How do you do this? It's like, dude, you put in the work, you'll get the results. If you put your heart and soul into this stuff, like people are gonna notice that. It's like typically people want to get behind someone who's like working, and like visibly like noticeably trying hard to make it what it is. So I'm not gonna lie. Of course, sometimes it's tiring, it's tough, but dude, like this is what I want to do, and I want to make it happen. So I'm doing everything in my power to do that. Whether it's streaming every day, uploading every week on YouTube, the TikToks, getting active on Twitter, all social media. It's so huge for getting your name out there, right? And then it's kind of like what you said, like, hey, you go into another community, oh yeah, BoostWRLD or something like that. It's like because the more you post and the more like relevant you are on like social media and stuff, like of course people are gonna, they see your name here, they see your name there. Like if you're really pushing the content out there, of course people are gonna know, like you're gonna become like more of a household name, I guess, let's say.
Right, obviously.
Yeah, that's kind of my mindset right now. Just push out content as much as I can, and like that's what I say to my buddies too. It's like, dude, if like it's hard to become like, what's the word? I don't know how to say it. Like not irrelevant, but it's hard to like, not be like in the mix if you're pushing out
Relevant.
content, right? Right. It's impossible to like not be in the picture if you're putting content out. If you're pushing
Right.
content out, you're there, you're always in the
Yeah, you're
public
always
eye,
yeah.
let's say. I'm
Facts.
tweeting, even if it's just like something silly, just like I tweeted the other day about how I went to Tim Hortons and someone freaking they told me in the drive-through that it was cash only and I could only put on a card inside. I get out of the drive-through, I park my car, I go to walk inside, and the lady tells me the only drive-through. I'm like, what? All right. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's just like staying active on just like little joke stuff. It doesn't always have
Right.
to be clips. It doesn't always have to be clips. Just like anything, bro. For real. Like replying to tweets, liking tweets, just like being active on all
Right.
platforms, dude.
I think Pride is one of the best with joke tweets in our community. I
For real.
like
Yeah, Pride. I love seeing Pride tweets. Oh my
he's kind
god,
of a
dude.
clown. I think
No, there's a lot of unreal like Twitter people for real.
right.
I actually just recently got pretty good at Twitter, and I think like that it does have like some of my like recent, I guess, success on Twitch is due to being active on Twitter.
Right.
I had who was I talking to? It was actually another streamer. Her name's Queenful, a good friend of mine actually, and she was
Okay.
telling me, she was like, tell me about, yeah, Boots, you gotta act on Twitter. Like it helps you a lot. It's crazy. And like at the time I had maybe 200 followers. And this is like not that long ago at all. And then I started posting clips, getting active, liking tweets, and it goes a long way, bro. Like I what's the way to say it? Like if someone's working hard and really putting in the the I guess putting in the work, of course I'm gonna want to support someone like that. It doesn't
Right.
matter how many likes they're getting, how many retweets, how many follows, whatever it is, bro. If someone's grinding and working hard, like as far as I'm concerned, we're all in the same boat. You know what I mean?
100%.
I got the same goal as the next guy who has one viewer, and I'm pulling whatever it is. It doesn't even fucking matter. But like, we're all trying to make it. We all got the common goal. Why would I hate on anybody? Like, no reason to.
I feel like a lot of people like want to have that mindset and they say they have it, but a lot of people just subconsciously like You're
Right,
like,
and
oh man,
it's
someone with a
easy.
viewer, you know? Like
Right,
you could
and
tell just by
it's
who people want to raid. Even it's like
100%. Yeah. No, 100%, bro. And that's the thing. Like, of course, you got to realize too. Like, sometimes raids like can be beneficial for yourself as well, right?
right,
You raid someone with X amount of viewers, and it's like, okay, like shout out to this guy, and then boom, a few followers come in, they pop in your next stream. But still, dude, it's amazing to raid someone with, someone that watches me every day, and someone that like maybe I don't even follow yet, and we like surprise them with a raid, and they freak out, bro. Like
right,
that's what it's all about. Cause I was there too, I was there.
yeah.
What is it? A year ago, bro. Like one of my best friends on Twitch, bro, is Jay Bowen Man. I don't know if it rings a bell for you, but he's kind of like he's big on YouTube, bro. He has like 20 and 30K on YouTube, and he does like little commentary videos. Really, actually, really entertaining on like Battlefield, whatever, upcoming games, bugs, glitches, whatever. What sucks about the game? What's awesome about the game? All that. And I remember, dude, I didn't even have a face cam at this time. This dude comes in out of nowhere, like literally a few weeks into streaming, he raids me with like 20, 30 viewers, bro. At the time, I didn't even know what a raid was. I didn't know what a raid was. I'm freaking out, dude. I'm looking at my activity feed, like screaming, dude. And everybody's coming in. They're like, bro, what the hell is this kid on? Like, what is this kid on? Because I'm still the same person, right? Like,
Right,
I'm
right.
the same person I've always been. I'm not going to switch up on that. Like, that's who I am, bro. Like, I'm genuinely hype as hell to be like streaming, playing the game, chat with people, bro. Like, that's my thing, Like, and I was genuinely fired up, bro. And ever since then, like, that guy JB, I have a lot of like where I'm at right now to owe to him because like I still have people from his community coming in every day, bro. Every day. Every single day, bro. And
That's
it's
incredible.
yeah, yeah. And I'm always rating him when I can too, bro. Like I told him the other day, bro. I said, dude, once you have me, you have me. Like I'm not going
Right,
anywhere, bro.
right.
I'm not one of those guys that like like whatever grows a little bit and kind of
Use you as a
forget. Like,
stepping
dude,
stone.
I don't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot, and I say it. You'll probably catch me saying it a few times a week on stream, bro. Like I have a lot of where I'm at right now to owe to JB for real, and I thank him, bro, big time,
I
big
think
time.
I think I might be seeing this differently from how some other people may view it in the community, but I think the reason why you are such a big inspiration to a lot of people in this community is because a lot of people a lot of people are big streamers with us. Like they average their 50, 60 viewers. They have like a fairly decent following for the community that we're in, stuff like that. But when
Right.
it comes to like you and your name and what you work with, like you're a full-fledged content creator. You aren't just a
Right.
streamer. And I think
No.
that's what a lot of people like want to see
Right.
themselves at. But a lot of
Yeah.
people can't find the way to prioritize their time the way that you do,
Right.
especially with everything else that you have going on in your life. So,
For sure. For sure, for sure, bro. That's the thing too. Like, like that's what I said every too, bro. You can be an amazing content creator without even being good at a game, bro. Like it's not about being the most cracked for sure. Dude, I say this so like whoever listens to this is gonna definitely gonna know I said this before, It's like it's not even about gameplay. It's not about hitting the craziest clips. Like if you're having fun and you're just being yourself, bro, like you want people to fall in love with like who you are, Because when I go live, it's not necessarily like, yeah, for sure, I want people to tune in for the snipes and see me pop off a little bit. I want to hit clips, but dude, like if I go live and like the other day we watched like my college hockey game, bro. We had a few people in there chilling, chatting. Like half the time I don't have my viewer count up. I don't really care, like whether there's one person or 1 million people in there, bro. We got the same vibe.
right.
But that's the thing. Like, I want to go live. I want to have people in there chilling with like me and the community for like what we are beyond gameplay. And that's what I tell people, bro. Like, don't trip over gameplay. Don't trip about playing well, performing. It comes. We all know you're good. Like for the most part, people like know what I can do for like on the game. Like
Right.
it's not really like impressing people in that sense. It's just like keeping the vibes high. Like even if I'm having a bad game, we stay vibing. We stay happy. We stay chilling. Like no matter what is going on the screen, the vibes are like always the same, right? No matter what.
Right. I think a lot of
That's how I
people like
want
kind of fail to do that. It's
it. Right.
a lot of people kind of base their streams off of their gameplay more than their
Mhm,
personality, and that's where like
mhm.
where the difference between a content creator and a streamer is, because a streamer has to
Exactly.
have the personality. A content creator
Right.
can make a career based off its gameplay alone, but
100%. Yeah. I agree. I agree, bro. I mean, there comes a time right on stream, like I'm just, dude, for real. Like I remember that watching back like my first ever stream, and I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, is that really what I sound like on stream? Like, but then it just became like I'm just like, dude, like I really am just fired up to be there. Every time I go live, it's just like, damn, dude, like I have these people coming in, chatting, yo, what's up, Boost? Asking how my day is. Like they really care, bro, and I care back. Like we all care about each other, and I say that like we're all. It's not my community; it's our community. I
Right.
always use the word. I use the word we. I use the word us. Like I include everybody because it's not just me. We're all in it together, bro. Like I wouldn't be anywhere without these people.
Facts.
So like
And
we're
you have the
all we're
mindset,
all.
bro. You have the mindset to make it big
But
time.
that's
I'm excited to see where
but
you go in another year.
much love, brother, for real, man. No, we're not stopping, man. We got our foot on the gas for sure. But yeah, that's why I said like I really do have that habit of kind of like engraved that in my brain, using inclusive words like we, us, all that,
Right.
because like I said already, bro, like it's not impossible without the people that are tuning in every day and dropping likes on tweets or liking the YouTube video, watching the videos, all that, bro. It's not possible without them.
Right. 100%. Um, we're gonna get into a couple questions about just how you got your start, and you did answer a few of these while we were talking, but I do want to just hone in on a couple of these questions so
Yep.
people can kind of, if they're struggling, they can kind of like see how you got your start, and like if you were struggling, then they can kind of get their mindset right, and hopefully they can focus up and maybe potentially see your numbers one day, you know?
Right.
So when you originally started doing content creation, streaming,
Mhm.
who or what was the inspiration to be like, I want to be a streamer?
So actually, funny thing is, I started actually as a YouTuber, let's say.
Okay,
So streaming wasn't even a consideration really
okay,
when I started. So I started on my PS4. Obviously, I was streaming on my freaking PlayStation 4, and that didn't really work right. But I was able to clip stuff, get some content, record gameplay. So I kind of started with YouTube. I started in Modern Warfare. Um, I used to be a red gun sweat in Modern Warfare, and then just running around SND. Like the typical MP5, dead silence, like knife rushing, all that. You know the deal. But
right,
um, yeah. So and then I got into playing Modern Warfare a lot, obviously, and then I went on YouTube one day and I started watching FaZe Agony and FaZe Kitty actually, and obviously those names, big sniper guys, and
yeah,
I was watching FaZe Agony run around with the Car 98K iron sight, and it just looks so fun. Like the way he is, the way he carries himself, like obviously a funny dude. He's another good example of that, like
right,
he's not always hitting the craziest clips, bro. He's just a funny ass guy having fun, man, laughing it up. Like that's what I'm trying to do. He can definitely hit some demonic clips, but
right,
it's not only about that. He's got his videos where he hits crazy clips and then other videos where it's just bloopers or funny little stuff that happened in a game or like stuff like
right,
that. And that's where I got my inspiration, dude. I was like, damn, I'm gonna try out this car 98 iron sight. Picked it up. Um, kind of, I guess we'll call it sniping on training wheels for a little bit. That's how I like learned how to snipe, with the iron sight car. Felt a little bit confident, didn't have that swag with the scope on yet. So yeah, I started hitting some clips with that gun, and then yeah, dude, I don't know. I just like started posting little clips on YouTube, little videos, and honestly, my main I guess goal with starting content creation and YouTube, I guess, was just learning how to edit. I always thought editing was so freaking cool, like just being able to make like banger ass montages, like crazy videos, and that was kind of where my inspiration came from watching these guys and wanting to like having that drive to learn how to edit.
right,
um and then yeah, I just started up YouTube. I got like a little bit of a community over there. And then that made my start on Twitch a little bit easier, right? Because I had that foundation already. So I already had a few people,
right,
popping into the streams because I could plug my Twitch on my YouTube channel, Not like I was pulling crazy views on YouTube, not at all. But it was a start, it was something to start with.
facts,
And then yeah, fired up my first stream, dude, and then had a couple homies popping in, whatever, and then one thing led to another. Next thing you know, JB's rating us, and then boom, I got like a whole other group of people introduced to me, and then one like day after day, just staying consistent, grinding, growing, working, like all of that goes such a long way. And any advice to any like content creator or streamer who like really wants to make it or get their name out there is just staying consistent for real. And that's kind of like what I said at first, like that work ethic and that drive, like people notice that,
right, hundred
if you're
percent,
working hard, like of course I want to support someone who's like I see that they're working hard, and that goes back to the numbers that you're pulling and all that. It's not about that, dude. If you're working hard, boom, you have my support, That's all I gotta
right,
know. Easy as that.
hundred
But
percent,
just
dude.
yeah, it's just I would say at like the best advice I give to people coming in is just not worrying about numbers. It comes with time. Nobody's gonna like blow up overnight,
Right,
I've been doing this for like a year and a half, let's say, whatever, and I've been going at it every single day. I
Right.
was even when I was in college, full-time college student athlete. I would go to I've ran the chat through this a few times, but like wake up, whatever. I don't have class right. I wake up, do some assignments, get to work, go to class, get done with class, have like an hour free time, do my homework, run to the gym, work out, run to the rink, hit the practice, run to the dining hall, rip dinner, and then sprint to my room to fire up a stream, right?
Right.
Because I knew no matter what, like I was gonna be getting that stream up, no matter what I had going on in the day, no matter how many assignments I had, I was using every bit of free time like to my advantage, you know?
Right.
Like no, and it was tough. It was tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it definitely got a little bit tough sometimes. Like there were a few nights where, I couldn't stream. It sucked. I wanted to. It's what I want to do, but obviously school is the priority. You gotta take care of that. Um, but yeah, it's just the grind factor, man. If you really want it, you want to make it happen, like you can do it. I really do believe that.
100%. No, that's incredible. You kind of answered like four of the questions I had just in that question alone. But
Just keep babbling.
I mean it's good though. Like it's
Yeah.
you kind of have the natural like I don't know. Like you were talking about how you didn't know you were kind of nervous to do the podcast because you didn't know how you would be and like
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably one of the best guests that I've had so far. Like a lot of people just get
Let's
so
see.
nervous in front of a camera that they struggle to talk. But like you're so used to
Right.
being in front of the camera, in front of an audience. Like there's obviously no one here to keep up with chat with. You know what I mean? Like
No, no, it's
you
just
just have yourself. You have your personality, and that's all there is to go off of. So
that's it. Well, I have a little bit of experience to say. I've had like a few interviews for like hockey and stuff, like little like post game stuff. So
right, yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
used to being in the hot seat a little bit, but
That's fair.
yes,
So
sir.
the next thing I want to get into, which I think is going to be an interesting question for you, because I know you're with a few. Are you, so there's some people in the community going for this RC that are considered like a free agent. I
Hmm.
know that's not the case for you. So why don't you
Right.
tell us a little bit about the team or teams that you are a part of?
All right. So currently, I am the owner of Demon Season, who a new organization. We came up with it. When was it? It was I can't remember. I always forget the exact date that the BAMS tournament was towards the end of Cold War. But it was. So currently, the owners of Demon Season are me, Crispius, TTV Marijuana, and Kid Splurge. Bunch of beauties. I love those guys so much.
Facts.
But that's besides the fact.
They're the
Besides the point.
homies.
They're the homies. Definitely, definitely beauties. But yeah, dude, we kind of just put together a little team. Didn't even really know these guys at all, honestly. And just something about the way all of our communities clicked. Like I knew they were beauties. I knew they were awesome guys already, of course.
Right.
And then I had played a few games with Splurge a little bit. Met him through CW actually, and we're running games. I was like, damn, bro, this guy's cracked. He's a cool ass dude, whatever. Then next thing you know, Crispy reaches out, MJ reaches out. Boom, we got our four stack for the tourney, right? And then we run that up. We run the tourney. I can't remember. I think we made it past the first round for sure. Maybe even the second round. I think I can't remember exactly,
I think
but
you guys did,
definitely
yeah.
just had an amazing day like with the homies. Like it was a really good day to like get to know Splurge, Crispy, and MJ. Right? We were in the Discord all day watching the tourney, running up games, getting hype, just being us. Having fun.
Right.
And we saw the way our communities came together. Like in Bands' chat, bro. It was insane to see like the support behind
Bro,
us.
yeah,
And
the
we
first
saw that
tournament. I still think to
for
this day
real.
you guys are the most supported the most supported
Insane,
team in the
like
chats. It's crazy.
insane, man. It really was. We couldn't believe it, and that's where it all started. That sparked that little fire, and we would be silly not to try and run with that, right? Like the support
Right.
behind us, we
100%.
we figured we'd take it to the next step, make a little move with it, and now we made Demon Season. So yeah, that's one team I'm part of, and I'm also a part of Project Seven. Amazing team, nothing but great things to say about Seven for real. Bunch of absolute legends in that team as well. Crazy support. Six is an awesome owner. He's always making moves and doing whatever he can, right, to take the
Right.
team to the next level. Whether it's merch, he's trying to make some moves with like getting some Seven houses and stuff like that, right? So
Right.
he's always making moves for Project Seven. Nothing but love for that guy either. He's definitely helped me big time. Um, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it on the team side, I'd say.
You got a couple of demonic teams, if I do say so much, just from an outside perspective. Like Seven, I don't think I've ever seen a break from Project Seven since I got into this
Never,
community. And like
never.
the fact that you four came together with Demon Season, the fact that those four people came together is that because
Right.
I would argue that you guys are four of the top talents in the team as far as gun skill go.
Oh, much love.
especially in
Appreciate
this
that.
in the sniping community on Cold War. Like I
Mhm.
would say that if people came across U4 in a lobby, a lot of people would back out and not think twice about it. Um, so the fact that U4 just randomly came together to me is like crazy. But
Right. It's fun too though, because like we all kind of have the same like play style in that
yeah,
sense. We're kind of like we want to frag out, we want to push the pace, we want to get flashy. It's not all about maybe like doing amazing every game, but the spins, the
yeah,
360s,
you guys
720s,
style out
whatever you
so
want.
much, it's
Right,
insane.
and that's what we want, bro. Like
Yeah.
we wanna, I guess in a way, I guess impress people in that sense,
Right,
because there's a lot of good snipers. Don't get me wrong. There's so
right.
many good snipers, so many. So
I
we're just trying to spice it up a little bit, right?
I think
A
the
lot of people
thing that
doing
has
that.
made you guys stand out from almost any other team, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but this is what I've seen when I see all these people commentating on your guys' games and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, Obviously, you guys are demonic, but a lot of people in this community are demonic, so you guys kind of level
Right.
out with a lot of the
So many
community.
demonic. Yeah.
The way that you guys stand out, I don't know if you know what I'm gonna say here, but the way that you guys stand out compared to every other team is your fucking comms are ridiculous.
Oh my god, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's what it's all about, right? Like
it's
that's what I said. Like even this past weekend when we played in the co-ed tourney, right? Obviously, I wasn't
right,
with MJ, Crispy, or Splurge. I was with
right,
CW. But still, like, I was in the call with my team, CW, Maddie, Lena, and I was kind of like, it was a little bit quiet. It wasn't the same. Obviously, I didn't have the same energy as the boys, because it's our first tourney playing together. Like I played with the boys a few times, so obviously we're gonna have that different level of energy.
right,
But that's where like success comes from too. That energy, that hype, we feed off of it.
yep,
So like after a round or two, I said I was in the Discord, and obviously it's not the Demon Season boys. Well, CW is there, but like I'm like, all right, squad, let's get it, let's get fired up, let's get hype. And then boom, we take a round, take a round. It's like that like mindset of like just like the go get it, like upbeat hype mentality, like that goes a long way, dude.
right,
Goes a long way. And that's why like we're all, not only do we play similar, like obviously in the game, but we all have like similar mindsets in that sense
right,
too, like upbeat vibes, like stay hype. Like that's what it's all about, bro. We're here to have fun. Like end of the day, it's all about fun.
hundred
That's all we
percent.
want. We just want to have fun. That's it.
I think the first tournament I went into where I was like fully repping like Demon Season all the way, which is kind of weird because I was in Shiesty at the time and Shiesty was in the tournament too. But I kind of knew that
Right.
Shiesty wasn't going to go very far, so I was like, ah, Demon Season's got this. But
Yeah.
I think it was the Vanguard tournament. I think
Right.
Bams hosted it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was just like it was the first time that I actually heard you guys go crazy. And I think
Oh,
it's where like obviously you got a lot of notoriety from the first tournament you guys went into. You had a lot of
right.
support. The second tournament when you guys had those comms, that's where everyone was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And like you and MJ are
Yeah.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Splurge had that like scump fucking vibe where he was like, "Who's the best in the game?" And he had the record
Yeah.
for the
It's
kills that
gone.
tournament.
Yeah,
Crispy
dude,
in the
for real.
background, like,
Crispy
uh,
teeing up, like everybody, bro. They're all like so. They're just.
it's
I'm
crazy.
just lucky to be, like of course, like I'd like to think they're happy, call me their teammate as well. But dude, I'm very thankful to call them the homies and
Thanks.
obviously teammates as well, bro. They're just down to earth guys, absolute beauties, cracked at the game, man. Like I just love it. Like there's
Yeah,
not much else I can ask
y'all
for. You know what I mean?
y'all got a blessing of a team, man. I'm excited to see
For
where you
real.
guys take your family to the next level.
Yes, sir.
Um, so we talked a little bit about the personal with you. We might get into another call in the future and get a little more in depth. I might want to dig up a little more, but we're here to talk about the Obey RC, man. I got all these
Right.
grinders together. We need to talk about Obey. So for
Yep.
you, with the reputation that you have in the community, with how many people know you, Obey is, would you say, the dream team?
I would definitely say as of right now, Obey is definitely the dream team. If you go, it's actually funny. I tweeted about it a few days ago now, but like if I go back and watch, so I saw this was before I was even streaming. Because obviously I told you that I kind of started off as like a YouTuber. I was trying to make a YouTube game a little bit. But I submitted an RC response to their response. I think it was almost a year and a half ago now. The F2X one, ran by
Oh,
Obey
okay.
Friend,
Yep, yep.
and yeah, dude. Ever since I got into like content and streaming and gaming and all of that, like Obey has just been the number one goal. That really has. I just have, I don't know, like I'm tripping right now. I don't know what to say. Gonna have to cut this out, but yeah, dude. Honestly, like Obey, like from what I've seen, they're a very well-ran team. Amazing management over there, like just like a team like Project Seven, right? And
Right.
Project Seven is a phenomenal, outstanding team. Don't get me wrong, like amazing, amazing, and just obviously taking it to the next level would be joining a team like Obey, of course. And yeah, right from when I first started doing content and everything, that was the main goal, like I said. So
Right. So with with the teams that you're in, um, say you make it into Obey on this RC, do you stay as Demon Boost, Boost 7, and Obey Boost, or are those they're one of those teams that you feel like may need to be on standby?
So I'm like I'm not new to teams and stuff, but like, I've only been in the content game for a year, right? So I'm still
Right.
learning too. I don't know everything there is to know about teams and stuff, don't get me wrong. But from what I understand, I do believe that most people who because obviously there's a few guys in 7 that are grinding for the RC as well, right?
Right.
Such as Demo, Doves, so guys like that, right? So I'm
Right.
assuming that say Obey Alliance were to pick one of us up, we would probably have to move on to Obey from 7.
Okay.
But Demon Season is something I will be sticking with. Obviously, like as an owner, it's kind of the same thing. Like
Right.
that's what I explain to people, right? So, for example, we have guys in 7 that are in Obey, but they're also like stream leads or content leads. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got Paint, he's one of the leads. Baker's in there too. So who are also in Obey, right?
Right. The
So it's kind
homies.
of like they would be kind of the same concept. So it'd be the same concept like me leading Demon Season, guiding that team in the right direction, also learning from an amazing team with other awesome content creators in Obey Alliance, right?
I mean, there's a
And
lot of
kind of learning
Obey
the ropes from them.
members that have started their own teams or are part of other teams
Right,
anyways. Like Rydog
right.
it started two Nasties, part of
Yep,
Devilized.
yep,
Obey Roy started Sith. Like
yep.
there's a lot of people that like obviously you can be in other teams and own other teams and all that fun stuff
Right.
with Obey, but it comes to a point like how much can you manage as one person, you know? So
Right, exactly, and that's why I think I would obviously have to move on to Obey. Say we were to get picked up, but yeah, definitely like that's what's so awesome about all this, right? You move on to different teams, you learn different things, you learn different whatever it is, strategies or how to post your content effectively or like, all these different things. Like nobody knows how to do this all, you can
right,
always learn more, and that's kind of
hundred
my
percent.
goal with joining a team like Obey and being under the wing of some of these awesome concert creators in the team, right? Learning the ropes, learning how to be better, how to post better on YouTube, how to make my TikToks more engaging, how to make my streams better, how to market myself, like, and obviously they're in Obey for that reason because they know how to do it. They've been here, they know the ropes a little bit more, and I would love to learn from some of these goats.
Yeah, that would be
That's all it
awesome.
is. Yeah.
So I know you said like you've pretty much been grinding since you started, but do you know like a rough
Yep.
estimate of just how long like Obey has been the dream? Oh,
Tell
he
you
has
right
the
now.
exact
I'll
date written down.
I'll tell you the date that I posted the video. Hold up. Let me get my phone. I'll tell you the exact day. I posted the video. Let's see, where is it? Hold up, hold up. I posted this video. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? I posted this video. Of course I can't find it. Oh wait, hold up. Where is it? It was actually like one of my, well, not one of my first. I would say it was probably like my 10th video on my channel, let's say. And this was says 1 year ago, but I posted it on, can't find it. Well, we'll go with a year and a half. I don't know exactly the date. I'm trying to think.
Right in between the times of when all of these guys like Terry, Demo, Goof, all of these guys started grinding about the same time
Yeah,
as
pretty
them,
much. Probably around the same time, yeah.
around the 16, 18 month mark.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of you guys have been grinding around the same amount of time, and it's like a lot of
Yeah.
new people in this community um, are kind of using the RC as And it is a good strategy whenever people post an RC and they go for it to get some recognition and stuff like that,
Right.
just to
Right.
like a fellow grinder or something like that. But does it kind of like make you feel a certain way when you've been grinding so long for something and seeing someone um who maybe just put the hashtags on just to get a little bit of recognition? Like if
Right.
someone that has a community but wasn't like on the obey grind before this RC got
Mhm.
into obey, would that be something
Right.
that kind of like irks you or gets under your skin? It's kind of like, oh man, like come on, bro, like I've been going for this
No.
forever. No.
Honestly, I'm not like that at all. Honestly, like I know it's like hard
Yeah.
to believe, I guess maybe sometimes. Like of course, I want this so bad and I'm grinding for it, of
Right.
course. But hey, if they pick up someone who really deserves it and like they think they deserve it, awesome. Like that's good for them. I'm not going to sit here and cry or pout like of
Right.
course, yeah, it might suck cuz I maybe missed out on an opportunity and maybe I didn't do, maybe I'll be left thinking like, "Ah, what could I have done different?"
Right.
And I'll use that as fuel in a way. Use it as fuel. But I think, no matter what, I'm gonna keep grinding, right? So
Right.
like that's the thing. I can sit here and be upset and be mad that someone didn't choose me, or I can keep grinding and grow my brand even more and to the point where like, maybe a team is gonna want to pick me up.
Right. No, that's
So that's
facts.
all it is. That's honestly all it is, bro. Like it's not there's no again, like I'm not really like a jealous or like envious guy. Like I
Right.
genuinely like when I say I want to see like my friends doing well, like I mean that. And
Right.
that's why like I'm they plug me a video and I watch it or like I like it or retweet it. Like I know that goes a long way because I know what kind of support it takes to get there.
Right.
So of course I'm willing to dish it out back.
I
Because
feel
because
good.
I was just gonna say like because I'm going through it myself, like I know what it takes, what kind
Right.
of work it takes, and what kind of support it takes. So
Yeah,
like
100%.
I'm gonna give that right back.
I
It's
feel
just all it is.
I've said this a few times or like on stream, in videos in the past or whatever, but I feel like Obey is one of the prime examples of um, if it isn't your time, like they're gonna let you just like cook in the oven like a little bit longer until you
Right,
reach like
right,
prime boost, like prime
right.
price. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly, 100%. But that's kind of like why I went for the RC, the F2X one I was telling you about. That's kind of why I went for it right when I started because Obey was the goal. Right
right,
from the get go, that was the goal, and that's why I posted that video to kind of like I didn't expect to get picked up at all. I grinded my ass off for the clips and for the edits. Like I tried my best, I really did. And looking back at the video, I'm like, damn, like that wasn't even all that good. Like what the
right.
hell was I thinking? There's no way I submitted that kind of thing. But
It's gonna
in a
be the
way, I
same thing
guess
in a
like
year. You're gonna look back on the stuff you're doing now, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I was
exactly,
not all that." It's-
exactly. That's what I mean, bro. Exactly. And like now I look back, I'm like, damn, dude, look where I am. Look where I am now. Like
right.
look at the progress we've made. Look at the community we've built. Like look at the clips I'm hitting now compared to what I posted. It's like, damn, like I've come a long way.
I'm sure for
And
you,
in a
it's
way, it's
even
like,
like a 4 months in the past, like even 2 months. You're like, "Wow, I've
right.
gotten way better," like something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
exactly, bro.
yeah,
Exactly, dude. It happens, dude. All that work that was put in from when I posted that video up until now, like countless hours,
right,
countless hours. And of course, like it paid off, right? Because
right.
we've made a good chunk of progress, right? We're gonna keep going no matter what, right?
There's a
You
lot
got to
more
be
progress
happy.
to
You got to
make.
be right. You got to be happy. You got to be, of course, like grateful, thankful, whatever it is you want to call it, but never satisfied, right? Not in a
Right,
bad way. Not in a bad way. Like, of course, I'm insanely grateful for all the love and support I have right now.
right.
But when you get like complacent or get like satisfied, that's when things start
When you get comfortable.
plateauing or
Yeah,
right. Never comfortable, never well, happy for sure, but never, I guess satisfied is the best way to
yeah.
say
Never
We always
comfortable,
want
never
more, want
satisfied.
to keep grinding.
Right,
Like
hundred
we always
percent.
want more.
Yeah, no, I think I was actually going through my clips either last night or a couple nights ago and like looking at the stuff that I clipped, what I thought was a clip, like
Mhm.
in Prime Modern Warfare, I would get
Yeah.
like maybe a triple kill with an AX50, like spread out
Yeah.
along like 2 minutes. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah.
Like,
And then you're like, dude, you're so hype in the moment. And
yeah,
you go
right.
back and you're like,
Something in
what
Cold
the
War,
hell
like
was this?
I have a 6 man head in my clips on Twitch, and I'm like, it could have been quicker. Like, it's
Mm.
just not even
It's
like,
always like that, bro. I know you're like
right.
so fired up in the moment. You go back, you're like, damn, man, like
Yeah,
I thought that was way
and
cooler.
the clip is just such a drastic difference. It's crazy how
Right.
much like
No,
just
dude, like if
being
you
in this
saw my
community
face
improves
watching,
someone. It's
yeah,
crazy.
For real, bro. Big time, man. Like I get better from learning from these people. Like whether
Right.
it doesn't matter the size, dude. Like I get better. I pick up tips from people every day, you know? Like damn, this
100%.
guy did this and it did well, or this guy's doing this and it's working, you know? So why not,
Right.
pick up things from these people, that person, like goes a long way.
And that's
Just
the
learning
thing
tips and
with
tricks and
the sniping community in COD too. Like at least I'm sure there's another sniping community that we aren't even part of. There's a few of them,
oh
you
for
know.
sure.
Like, but
For sure.
at least with this one, with a lot of the bigger streamers, content creators, like especially people like in Obey, in
Hmm.
Soar, like they aren't like, I mean obviously they're like well known and like popular or whatever, but they aren't like a Hollywood status where they're like ego you because you're not
Right.
in Obey. Like everyone in this community is so supportive of each other. I see so many like playing with followers, playing with
Yep.
viewers, stuff like that. And
Yep.
obviously like if you're in a team, like you're gonna play with people in your team
Right.
if they get on or whatever. But for the most part it's like, hey man, I'm hopping on. You want to get into a game? And like pretty much anyone in this community is like, yeah, 100%, dude. And if they aren't like that, they probably aren't getting a lot of love. Like it's
Right. Yeah. And that's one thing that I take pride in my community, you know? Like I want everybody, doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, whatever it is, how good you are, bad you are at the game, it doesn't matter, dude. I got
right.
people coming in every day like, "Yo, Boost, can I join up? Like I'm not that good, dude. Like don't be mad at me." I'm like, "Dude, the fact that like you don't apologize, bro. Like
right.
just hop in, man. Have a good time, have fun. Like I'm not tripping
Facts.
over winning games, bro. It's Cold War year 2, first of all. I didn't really care year 1 either. I just want to hit clips, you know?
Yeah.
I can hit clips without winning games. I just happen to play SND that's a little bit more competitive.
Yeah.
And that's not to say I don't want to win games. Of course, it's nice to win a game here and there, but like, that's what always say. Like, don't feel bad about not playing well. You
Right.
know, if I wanted to win games, I can get one of the most demonic six stacks of all time. You know, if I really wanted to win every game, like we could probably muster up some demons. You know, but that's
It's
not
not
what
even a
necessarily.
probably.
Right. It's not about that, bro. It's not even about that. I'm worried about, keeping the vibes high, having people hop in, especially because I know how like booty it can be to solo queue in SND.
right.
So if I can give a few people a squad to run with for a day, bro, like that's what it's all about, man. Just have fun.
Facts. So with Obey, there's a couple of different sides that you could grind for, I guess, for this RC. I mean, being as demonic as you are with the shots, like, are you going to be going for the sniping side? Or are you going to be going as like a streamer or a content creator? Like, what is the goal for?
Honestly, anything really. I mean, I don't again like I want to go as a content creator and a streamer first and foremost. I would say just because of me taking pride in the way like we handle the community and the way we
Right,
engage ourselves with the community and the like I guess like the person I am because I don't necessarily prioritize clips over anything.
right,
Clips will come. They always come. I know I can hit clips. They don't come every day. I'd be lying to you if I told you I hit crazy clips every day. That's not
right,
true. Hit clips on stream, off stream, but dude, they're gonna come. The one thing that I want to keep consistent always, always is like me, who I am, and how we are as a community.
right, one hundred
How
percent.
we are as one. So I would definitely have to say streamer, content creator. Again, just because like it's not because I don't think I can compete as a sniper, but it's just because like how I am and what I take pride in, like my list of priorities almost, like I would definitely have to go with streamer, content creator for sure.
I think especially I'm just gonna use the Demon Season like owners as an example of this, but like all four of you, like everyone knows that you guys are some of the most demonic with the shots in the community. Like it's not even a question. But when it
Yeah.
comes down to it, like I can say all four of your guys' like go to sayings off the top of my head. Like just because like that's the personality you guys have. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Yeah.
everyone has the crisp, like uh
Absolutely.
oh, what is it? Nah, he says you're better.
You're
Like,
better.
everyone does that.
Why you lying, honey bun?
I've had so many people want to get an emote from me that says you're better and like, oh, I don't want to copy Crisp. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
not
right.
Crisp's like trademark.
He's
Like,
patented. Well, it's just
right.
like my fluke, bro. It's
Yeah, I
like
know.
I
What the
won't say
fluke? That's
fluke,
what I'm
bro.
gonna say.
Everybody's
And
saying fluke,
everyone
bro.
says
It's
no
funny.
kizzy. You started that. I don't care what anyone says. You started no
No
kizzy.
kizzy.
Um
That's like one of my most OG emotes. No
I,
kizzy, bro. Right from day one.
I haven't went through Splurge's shit in a while, but he always does the fucking like he's all
Well,
yeah, always doing that. MJ's yeah. I haven't heard him say it in a while, but dude, that's how I love all you guys, man, with
But
those.
that's it, dude. Like literally, like we're just out here having fun.
You're all
Like at the
built
end
to
of the
be
day,
content creators, 100%.
right? That's just what we want to do. Like we have. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'd like to think we really do have like so much fun doing this,
Yeah,
and it's also like a quote unquote job, I guess. Let's say,
right.
but it doesn't feel like a job, you know? If you're really having fun and like this is a hobby that you enjoy doing, it's not going to be a job for you, you
Right.
know? It's
That's
just something
nice.
you want to do. Something you want to do, bro. Like every day I wake up, I'm excited to go live. I'm excited to, edit a TikTok and post it the next day. I'm excited to get my clips out on the timeline. Like that's what it's all about, you know? Like
Yeah,
I
that's
love doing
awesome.
it. That's all it is.
So what games, like with this RC, with the submission, are you going to be putting in strictly Call of Duty, or are you going to be kind of like wandering off to like some? I don't know if I've seen you on it, but I know Demon Season like started a Minecraft realm recently. I don't
Yeah.
know where that popped off out of
Yeah.
nowhere, but
Yeah, I know. No, they're having a gas on that, bro.
I
I'm a little
know
bit
they are. I
scared.
don't think I've seen
I'm a little
Crisp get off of it.
I'm a little bit scared to get on there just because I'm not a big Minecraft guy. I've watched my buddies play it a little bit. It's definitely a sick game. Like of course I know everybody knows Minecraft for the most
Right,
part, right? I've just never really personally like grinded it, let's say.
right,
But like I said, like I used to in college, I used to sit and do homework and my buddies would be ripping Minecraft. I would just watch them clown around, whatever. It looked like a gas. I'm just scared to hop in and ruin their base or whatever you want to call it, like their base or little like mansions they're building. Like I don't want to hop in and get in trouble for messing up. Like I'm
yeah,
scared, you know.
I feel you.
Um, but for the most part, I'm thinking, yeah, for the most part, I am gonna probably do honestly just like an SND montage. Like, um, I just really want again because a lot of my like motivation comes from editing and like putting out like quote unquote like banger montages, you know. Um I'm just excited to get like, use the RC to hit some of the best clips that I can hit and put them into like one crazy ass montage, you know? Like that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know. It's just because not that I don't enjoy playing other games. I definitely do, but I feel like just for right now, for where I'm at, like we have a really good thing going with Cold War. So
Right,
I don't really want to switch up on that, you know? And it's not like people say like, dude, like, don't you get tired of Cold War? Do you get tired of this? I'm like, dude, like it's impossible to get tired when like you always have like these homies coming in, chatting, vibing, bro. Like today I streamed for 7.5, 8 hours. I don't even know. And it flew by, like literally in the blink of an eye, like it was gone,
right,
you know?
right,
Just because like time flies. Like I know it's cheesy, but like time flies when you're having fun,
right.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I really am having so much fucking fun, and like
I
I look up 8 hours later, boom, all right, go grab dinner, edit a TikTok or whatever, and call it a night. You know, like that's it. Like
I feel like I may be remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was like maybe 4 months ago when I was hopping in your streams and you were like, "Bro, I'm having too much fun on Vanguard. I am not getting off this shit. I fucking hate Cold War." And
dude.
now I haven't seen you go back to Vanguard since. Like,
All right. Here's the explanation. So when I started playing, because that was the goal, right? New COD, move on, turn the page kind of thing, right?
right,
So move on to Vanguard, and then yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like I was one of the last like I guess Cold War snipers like trying to hold on to Vanguard. You know, not one of the last, but I was one of the last
yeah,
few, I'd
yeah,
say.
I would agree
And
with
I
that.
guess with growth and the way the game was going, like I explained to people, it's hard to grow on a game that people don't want to play,
Or
be a
watch.
part of, like even really watch, right? Like
Yeah,
the game's stale, like the colors aren't nice, like you're getting beam two tap across the map. Like
yeah,
it's not that I didn't have fun. I enjoyed my time on Vanguard, but like looking for myself and like from a growth perspective, like staying on Cold War was definitely the right choice,
yeah,
100%. I
100%.
don't think I wouldn't be where I am right now if I stayed on Vanguard. No chance.
I don't even think it's a question.
It's not even like because my idea was kind of like, oh word, like all these people are going back to Cold War, like I'll kind of like, take over the Vanguard scene almost,
Right.
but it wasn't even that because I was still trying to, but it's just like at the end of the day, you can't get people to like a game, And it's not
Yeah.
that I hated it, I didn't love it. I definitely enjoy Cold War way more, obviously. Just more fun for like sniping and everything. Everybody knows that, of course. Especially the time to kill in Vanguard. But yeah, like I said, it was just like the growth aspect, really. Growth aspect for
Right.
sure. That's why I came back to Cold War. Now the boys are like playing ranked on Vanguard and stuff. Like, Boost, come to
Yeah, I
Vanguard, come
know.
to Vanguard. I'm like, dude, like
It's unfortunate.
at least for me, like obviously, yes, like clips aren't always the priority, right? But like when I play, like I want to like be on my game, Like I
Yep.
want to be able to pop off a little bit at least, a little bit at least. And if I'm gonna be doing that, I really feel like at least for me personally, I have to like stay consistent to a game, Like the more, of course, I'm gonna be like more snappy and stuff. I'm gonna feel a lot better if I'm like really only maining Cold War, right? As opposed to like bouncing to Modern Warfare, bouncing the Vanguard, going all around. You know, of course, like I could do it if I wanted to for sure, but like I just feel like personally, I'm gonna be a lot snappier, hit like way better stuff if I'm only sticking to like that one game, right?
Right.
That's just my mindset, I guess. But
No, that's 100% understandable. So with your RC submission, you said you're gonna do a little like montage. So is it basically just gonna be focusing on your gameplay, or are you gonna add some like stream highlights, your like funny reactions, stuff like that? Add a little bit of the personality that everyone kind of
yeah,
knows you for with that.
for sure, that's gonna be the plan for sure. I think I've already thought about it a little bit. I'm honestly thinking of probably using a little bit of my original RC response, the F2X one that I was telling you that wasn't that
Do
good,
doing a little bit of an
and
intro
probably
with
just
that.
like yeah, a little bit of an intro and like basically like almost clown myself, you know,
Yeah,
like dude, what are you doing, Boost?
yeah.
Come on, get it together, brother. And then boom, like crazy edits, like nice shots, cool clips, and
I
like
don't.
obviously spice it up like a little bit cute few jokes, funny ass clips, like whatever funny stuff, you know.
I don't know how advanced you are with your editing, and I might cut this out so I don't spoil anything in case you do use
Mhm.
it. But if
Right.
you did one of those things where you have like two cameras set up, like you watching your old thing and just sitting here like this, and like just cringing at it,
That would be sick.
like
That would be sick. Okay, I'm
that
doing
might be.
that. I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing it. Just like literally like a 10-second clip of like the intro and me just like, dude,
Yeah, it's
what
just
am I doing, bro? Like,
be like,
holy
what
Boost,
the,
Boost figured
and
it
then
out.
cut it, and then just go straight to your new
And then,
one. Yeah.
yeah, that would be dirty. Yup. All right, gotta write that down.
So the last question I have for this second block here, really quick, is if you do make it in, like obey I Boost World is a little long. Like a lot of people are going to be shortening their names. First
Right.
off, what is the hashtag for you? It's
Hashtag obey Boost.
hashtag Obey Boost.
Obey Boost.
Do you see yourself rebranding to Obey Boost if you make it in,
I
or yeah,
I do. Honestly, I would say for the most part, like I would change like I honestly haven't thought that far in advance just yet. I don't know. It would definitely be a consideration for sure, for sure.
right,
Definitely the thing would be changing the name to Obey Boost. It's just like obviously a little bit tough with like a whole rebrand and stuff. I don't know, you know? I
yeah,
think most people know me as Boost,
right.
not even Boost World or
I
I'm
think you
Boost
built
World, you
enough of
know,
a
like
brand
that's
by
kind of
yourself where you don't have to worry.
right. So it's like kind of like I'm not really stressed about the whole I'm Boost World stuff. Like to my community and like I guess all of the community. Like I am Boost. Nobody calls me
Yeah,
like really few
Boost,
people call me
Boosty,
Booster,
Booster.
like
Yeah,
Boosty, Booster, whatever it is, right? So um that's kind of the idea, right? So it's definitely gonna become like Boost.
right.
I'd like to just have it like I just think, you know, just clean one word Boost. I think that's pretty clean. So definitely gonna be the moves we're gonna be making hopefully
I think there's some
with the
people in this
rebrand.
community where it like sounds really good with a rebrand because I have a little bit of a community. I think Demo
Right.
sounds really good as Obey Demo instead of staying as like
Yeah.
Demo
No,
Live.
that's clean. Yep.
Um, but someone like if I was to name drop, I guess like I, Hunter.
Yep.
I think Hunter should like keep his brand, you know what I mean, but
Yeah.
still be everyone's like Obey Hoon, obviously.
Right.
But like
Right.
if Hunter made it or like Obey Dubs, like it's his whole name is in that, you know what I mean? He doesn't have to
Yeah.
change his name. But like
Right.
if I made it, I'll be Obey Frosty on Twitter, but my handle says Frosty Designs, my Twitch is Frosty
Right.
Designs, like I'm staying Frosty
Right.
Designs.
So that's kind of like where I'm heading, right? Like, of
Right.
course, I'm gonna like push, obey everything, right? But
Right.
for the most part, I think I would just stay like Boost World or Boost or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like I wanted my OG account was just Boost World, and I logged in and I did like maybe one or two streams, and I logged out or whatever. I got booted on my account, whatever, and I forgot I forgot the login, so I had to make a new one. And
No
obviously, I
way.
just added I'm at the first.
Oh
At the
man.
beginning, sorry, at the beginning. So now I became I'm Boost World. But yeah, for the most part, like obviously World, love Juice World, probably his number
Right.
one fan, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, dude, honestly, like most people just call me Boost. That's kind of like what I go by now.
Yeah.
So definitely obey Boost in the future, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. There's so many people in this community that I've like, yeah, this dude's gonna make it. This dude's gonna make it, and it really comes down to just how many people Obey is gonna pick up with this RC because
Right, right.
they cut a lot of people, they lost a lot of people just in the last like month. They gotta fill those voids somewhere. Like they're gonna pick up
Right.
in my opinion, I think they're picking up a lot of people. in this RC, like I'm talking
Yeah.
like at least 8.
Really, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what their exact plans are, but dude, I can name a handful of people who deserve it, bro, who are
Yeah,
working, grinding. So it's gonna be tough. I don't like you said. I'm not sure how many people they're picking up,
right.
but depending on that number, it's gonna be a little bit tougher or easier, just because there's a lot of people working, a lot of
They have
people grinding, a lot of
so
people who
many
have
options.
right,
Like
right.
I've probably hit 100 plus streamers with the hashtags, and
Hmm.
like 30% of them are Call of Duty.
Yep,
Like it is.
yep.
I think there's more Smite players than Call of Duty right now with the hashtags, which is crazy to me. I don't know why.
With Obey, really?
Yeah, Smite is popping
Damn,
off for some reason for Obey,
word,
but I know that one of their managers is playing a lot of Smite recently, so
word.
maybe that has something to do with it. But it's all Warzone, it's all Smite, a
Yep.
lot of Valorant.
Right. Yeah,
But
Valorant's on the come up too, big time, man.
right for sure.
Big time. A lot of teams trying to make moves in that area too.
But yeah, that pretty much rounds out everything I had to say about the Obey stuff. How I usually end these podcasts is I do a third little block with 9 questions about the game that you specialize in. Obviously, for this, it would be Call of Duty for you.
Yep.
Um,
Let's do it.
so I asked uh Terry. I think I'll probably cut this out, but I asked Terry what his favorite gun out of each category was throughout COD history.
Okay.
So the question I'm gonna ask you first off: have you played every Call of Duty from COD 4 like onward?
I actually haven't. Outside the cot, this is gonna be bad, dude.
Oh no.
I skipped MW2. I skipped
Oh,
MW2.
okay. I'll
I
cut that out
yep, I
for
didn't
you.
play MW2. Yeah, imagine. I skipped MW2. I didn't actually. My first Call of Duty was World at War. So funny story. I got into Call of Duty from so my family wasn't the biggest. They weren't the biggest fans of like the blood, the gore, the
Yeah,
war kind of thing. Like a little bit too gory for like a younger guy to be on. At least that's like that was like my parents'
right.
mindset. So and then my sister, who was like kind of like like a little bit older than me, like she was like big into video games. She loved grinding World of Warcraft and stuff, all those games. She started playing COD a little bit, and I got a PS3 for my I don't even know 13th birthday, whatever it was, or Christmas or something. And then a few weeks later my sister actually went out and bought me World at War.
Let's
Call
go.
of Duty World at War, and then ever since then, dude, I just fell in love with Call of Duty. Like, and it wasn't even about hitting clips at the time. It was just playing the game. Like, I didn't even snipe. I
You're pretty much
enjoyed
a red
sniping
gunner
for
all the way
sure.
up
I
to
was just
like
a
MW, or
reg gunner all the way until Modern Warfare. I only been sniping for about a year and a half now.
that's crazy to me.
So yeah, I
That's the
haven't been
same with
sniping my
like
whole
all
life.
four of you, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like for the most part, like if you're like decent at Call of Duty, like you can kind of navigate around the map. Like how to read people. You know where to be, and
Yeah,
like
100%.
depending on the weapon you're using, you kind of like use those routes and like I guess IQ to your advantage.
Right.
And obvious, like honestly, like my like S because like how I play. Like I'm a very run and gun, like rush happy guy, right?
Yeah.
Always trying to get in their grill, trying to get in their spawn as quick as I can, even if I'm playing SND. And that's how I have been like as a reg gunner. Just always like I said at the beginning, the MP5 stim rushing, like knife, whatever, sweating all over the place, like. And I kind of just try and do the same thing with a sniper, and that's like how you're gonna get those clips. You're gonna hit those feeds, and that's why I say like I'm not gonna sit back and hard scope, right? I'm not gonna sit back and try and get picks and stuff. Like whatever. If I run up and I die, okay. Next round's a new round. That could be the round where you hit that end all clip. And that's why SND is so like addicting for me in that sense because you never know when that round might come.
Right.
You don't know when that triple's gonna line up. You don't know when that all those you're gonna hit that flank and hit that crazy clip. Or like
100%.
that crazy trick shot. Like you never ever know. Like it could happen at any time, any round. Like that's just how it is. Yeah, that's about it, honestly.
It's facts. So the question that we're gonna ask with that then is from past Call of Duties, as far as you can remember, what are 3 video game mechanics that aren't in present Call of Duties that you think need to come back to make it successful Call of Duty title?
I would say I don't know. It's kind of hard to say just because like the evolution of video games. Like games aren't as like boxy as they once were,
Right.
and I feel like that's where people are like having a hard time staying in love with like more modern Call of Duties because they're getting a little bit away from like that that boxy, arcadey style, and that's why people love Cold War. They didn't love it at first, but now, they go on to Vanguard, they come back. Cold War is a great game.
Right.
But it's like that arcade shooter type vibe. You can't it's not like hella fluid. Like for sure it's nice. Don't get me wrong, the movement's not bad. But on an engine like Modern Warfare where you're like slide canceling, like,
Right.
all that jazz, right? Bunny hopping, all that stuff. Like I would say honestly, three mechanics, maybe like if you could bunny hop, like I know you can quote unquote like bunny hop in Cold War, but it's not the same, right? Like everybody knows like a
Yeah,
Modern
you need
Warfare
like a
bunny hop
Modern
is a
Warfare
lot
bunny
different
hop.
than a Cold War
Yeah.
run. Right. If you're sprinting like dead silence flying and then you swap like bunny hop, you can like fly across the map, dude.
Right.
So I would definitely say like probably like a bunny hop or something, and I would definitely have to go with a dolphin dive as well for sure.
Bring a bunny
Dolphin
hop
dive
and a
was,
dolphin dive back.
if
So
you
take out the slide
imagine, yeah.
mechanic.
I wouldn't say take out the slide mechanic just because like I don't know, it depends. Like I feel like the slide mechanic isn't really necessary in a game like Cold War because
Right.
honestly, all it does in Cold War is like just give your position away as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It doesn't really like provide any advantage really unless like you're maybe getting shot around a corner you need to like slide quickly around. But other than that, like I wouldn't say it's really needed. Whereas like on a game engine like a Modern Warfare
Like Modern
engine or a
Warfare.
Vanguard, like
Yeah.
for sure you need to be able to slide and
Right.
do the
Because
slide cancel
the
because it's a
movement is
lot
just
more
so much
movement
more fluid.
based.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because those games are revolved a lot more around movement as opposed to like, just point and shoot kind of thing.
Right.
And that's why once again people love like the games like BO1, BO2. Like it's the typical arcade run and gun, like that's all it is. There's not this all this extra fluff like doors opening or all that stuff like
Right.
doors and whatever like all this I don't know how to explain it. It's like almost they're trying to like
Like
overcomplicate like what
interactive
Call of Duty
maps and
is.
yeah, exactly.
Right,
It's
they're trying to like overcomplicate the game. Like people want new stuff, people want it to be fresh, but also like at some point like people love COD for COD. You can't stray too far away from that.
yeah.
So, honestly, I would have to say let's go. I'll go dolphin diving. I'll go what was the other one I said? I said dolphin diving. I
Bunny hopping.
said bunny hopping for sure, bunny hopping for sure. And then what would I say? Another mechanic that I think they should bring back into a newer Call of Duty. Hmm. Trying to think.
There's so many
Yeah,
that
I
I
mean,
hear people complain about like on a
that's what I
constant.
mean.
It's like
I mean, I could say like mantling, but I don't want that in a game.
I
Not
don't think
mantling, but I mean like mounting. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
mounting. Yeah, I
mounting.
don't think I would.
I wouldn't say mounting. That's definitely a no go for sure. Flip that. Trying to think back to like older CODs. Honestly, dude, I would say if they brought back like an older Call of Duty like World at War, I actually didn't mind like having like vehicles in the game. I don't know if you played World at War a
Oh,
lot.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's
I
not like
did.
really necessarily like a
Mm.
mechanic,
No, I get
but
what you
like
mean though.
but like having the driving aspect, maybe on certain maps too, like that's fun. It's like, it's not in your face every game, but if you play on X map, you know that there's gonna be tanks. There's
Yeah,
gonna be a guy maybe hopping in and like charging your spawn with a tank
because
or
there's a
something like
there's a few
that.
multiplayer maps, especially in Cold War. Like I don't know if you did you ever play like the ground war mode in Cold War?
No, I actually haven't.
Like Cartel is the same exact size map, but there's motorcycles on. Like you
Really?
could pull motorcycles into Cartel and it would still be playable.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Just like a little bit more like it adds like that flair. It's like,
Right,
damn, like I kind of got to be ready. Like if I'm loading into a game of SND, a guy's hopping on a motorcycle into my spawn, like I got to buckle up. Like
right.
stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how it
Yeah,
would play out like, but
I think a
something
lot of
like that
people
would
will
be
be mad
definitely
about it,
sick.
but they'll get over it.
Oh, for sure, but yeah, exactly. They'll get over it. They'll get used to it. But I think like anything from like mechanics wise, I just say like trying to keep the game as classic as possible.
Right,
Again, like that's like I said already, right? Like people love COD for the arcade factor. Like that's what it is. Like it's an arcade shooter. It's not supposed to be like Battlefield, where you're curving bullets and like bullet drop and like whatever.
right,
I don't even I've never played Battlefield, so I'm not sure, but I know it's a little bit more like realistic in that sense. And I'm not saying that's not a bad thing at all. It's definitely great, but like it attracts different player bases, you know what I mean? And
right,
that's why people who are giving up on Call of Duty are giving up on Call of Duty, because they're kind of straying away from the bread and butter of the
right.
franchise.
So
So
with that question, I think those are a solid three mechanics. There's a part two to that question with
okay.
what's something that we have never seen from a Call of Duty that you would like to see. So like for me, I came from the camo grinding community, and when
Hmm.
I don't have anything to do in a game, I fucking hate the game.
Right.
So instead of like only being one mastery camo, I want there to be like 15 mastery camos where you can get
Yeah.
one without the rest. So like
Right.
diamond on everything will give you your dark matter, but there's something like 25,000 kills with this gun like there was in the Modern Warfare trilogy, like something with that where it just keeps
Yeah.
giving you mastery camo so there's always something to do.
Right. I would say you're just saying like one thing that they would bring in that like hasn't been seen in
That
another
that
Call
we
of Duty.
haven't seen that we feel like the community is ready for.
There's been customizable camos, right? Like personalization in that sense. Like what in
Um
BO3, BO4? Because
to,
I didn't play BO3 or BO4.
Yeah, so
So
BO3 BO4 had something where it was like a customizable emblem and then you could put it on
right.
your gun and like stretch it kind of thing, but
Okay.
it wasn't a full camo.
I would say something like I actually who was it? I responded to a tweet the other day. Somebody actually tweeted like this question, like what does COD need to like save it in a way, you know?
Right.
And honestly, for me, like personalization is like such a huge thing.
I agree.
Like be able to
Yeah.
hop on and like whatever, like whether it's making your operator like whatever drippy, you know, like putting
Yep.
some chains or like putting a cool shirt on or whatever, you know, like personalization in that sense, like people would eat that up,
And
dude.
not having to pay for it.
Camos, right? Like literally, you just have like this you unlock different shirts, different pants, different shoes throughout the battle pass. You know,
Well,
maybe make the battle pass 300 levels. You know,
and
because people are unlocking shirts, pants, shoes, whatever, helmets, like all that stuff. So
I'm,
you can like mix and match all these different articles of clothing, I guess, you know, and then you can, you know, toss on a custom camo. Like you go into like you remember like the emblem editor from
right.
BO1?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to spend hours in the BO1 emblem editor, dude. You don't even realize. Like sitting on my phone, like my phone like this in my face, like watching a YouTube tutorial like how to make this emblem.
I'm dead. I did the same fucking shit.
Dude, all the time. Like I would spend more time in the emblem editor than I did in the game because I want to be dripped out when I was going on the battlefield, you know? Like
So
that's all it is, bro. Like
I think I'm gonna counter you actually with you saying that you can earn your like shirts and stuff through a battle
yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
So you played BO1, right?
Yeah.
This might stray too far from
The
Call of
COD points,
Duty. Yeah, what if like each game you earned COD points and you could
that would be
buy
sick.
outfit shit
But
with
right, but even
in-game
like that,
currency
like
where you don't I mean you could buy extra if you wanted to,
right.
but like you
Yeah.
could just
It's like
earn it by
it's like
playing
a
the game.
exactly, and that's like, dude, they would eat that up too, you know, like obviously it's no secret, like they like making a buck when they can with
Right.
bundles or whatever it is, you know.
Right.
So like if they had provided the people with, you know, a legitimate way to just grind this currency and actually earn it, like I said, legitimately over playtime,
Right.
whether it's getting X amount of kills in the game, whether it's winning X
Every
amount of
time you
games, whatever it is,
prestige,
right?
level up,
Right.
like
Every
yeah.
time you level up, whatever. And then if you wanted, oh, boom, like I need that shirt right now, bro. You go into the shop, buy X amount of points or coins, whatever, and boom, you got it, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to cheat it, like not cheat the system, but like get that shortcut in a way, you can.
It would give
But
people
also
a
if you
reason to
don't,
go for calling cards and emblems and all that shit again.
right,
It would really bring the
right.
whole game back together, like
No,
inclusivity. I think that would be fire
no,
actually.
100%. I actually loved that system too because like I remember like grinding. I remember grinding like party games because you remember you were to like
Yeah,
gamble
the
party
wagers.
points. Yup, dude. I
Yeah.
would. Oh my god, dude. I would spend hours on like sharpshooter, like
I'm
grinding,
dead.
like the high roller stuff, bro. High roller stuff. Like I would sweat, dude. Gun game, like
I
one of the
see that.
chamber sticks and stones, all that stuff,
Oh,
bro. I
bro.
loved it, and
You
like
just went through all of them. That's
actually
crazy.
literally, and then going to the store after and then like buying gold on one of my weapons that I
Yeah,
used a lot. Like, dude, I
spending
was so
18
hyped.
hours playing the game just to get one
Right,
gold
just get one
camo,
gun gold and then
bro.
go back in the party games and do it
Yep.
all over again. Like,
Yep.
dude, that was fun, you know, because it gave me something to do. Not only were the game modes fun, like fun to play, but I was also like getting rewarded for it in a sense, you know, like
And
making progress.
the only thing that I can improve off of that system with BO1 is if they added like some sort of DM Ultra, so people would be like,
Right,
when if you had that, I mean, a lot of people would probably hack it nowadays, but it's like
dude.
if you had that, people would be like, "Yo, this is demonic," and like
So
you get
like,
recognized again for camos. That'd be crazy.
right? So could you imagine, like, dude, that's actually crazy. Like, imagine like whatever, let's say 100 coins for bronze on your
Right,
gun,
right,
1,000 for platinum,
right.
whatever, 10,000 for gold, and then like a billion, like an absurd amount is like
Absurd amount.
rainbow, like DM ultra,
Damascus,
like
like yeah,
the craziest camo you can think of, bro.
right.
Like, and that's all people want. Like people love like the completionist aspect, you know? Like some
Yeah,
people literally buy COD just to hop on multiplayer and do all the camos, you know?
me.
Do
That's
all
the
of it.
only reason I still play. Like I'm not a
Right. And
sniper. I don't know why I'm
no,
in this community.
but but dude, it gives you something to do. It's fun. Like you have that like incentive. You have something to do. It's like a checklist, you know? It's like, okay,
Right,
got this,
100%.
got I got this, I got the AR's done. I got the SMG's done. I'm missing whatever, snipers, pistols, you know, I got to do the rest, whatever. Cuz I did the whole grind in Modern Warfare, dude. I got
Right.
Damascus legitimately. I spent
Yep.
hours on shipment,
Same.
dude, shooting down aircrafts, freaking RPGing people, you name it, dude. I
Yep.
was doing it.
I
Wouldn't
actually
do it
had one.
again.
I
I'll
had
tell
the
you
world
that, but
record for the fastest time to get it. I held it for like 3 weeks.
bro, what?
Because I
What are
would
you
get
buying, Jev?
Damascus. I well,
Remember Jev, dude?
yeah, no, Jeff still does it. He's fucking insane.
Yeah.
He
Jev's
went for
so
every
funny,
gun
dude.
obsidian. Like that dude was a
Yeah.
fucking crack addict. I would never.
I watched
Uh,
that whole series, dude.
so did
Watching
I.
pieces buying, bro. It's so funny.
It was I don't know. I was just like a different demon before Cold War where I was like strictly camo focused and like I still am
Yeah,
now. Like I got Atomic in Vanguard in less than a month. But like
bro.
it's just something that I don't really get as excited about anymore. It's like all right, another mastery camo cool and then just like get off the
Right.
game. But for Modern Warfare, the game was so fun to play. I probably had like 13 accounts with Damascus on it, where I would just get Damascus and be like,
Just to do it and then
yeah, I
restart
would get
all
it. I would be
again,
like,
right?
let's go, I got it, and then like
Let's
save stream like right
go.
after,
And
like
you
all
just
right,
like
second account, let's
add a
go.
notch.
Yep,
Yeah, you
yeah,
just like add a notch to the tally. All right, we're good. On to the
facts.
next.
But
Nah, but yeah,
yeah,
like
no,
I
that's just
I
how it
love
is.
it. I love the completionist aspect. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm always gonna try and do my snipers for sure. But also like it's hard to compare too because I never really grinded all of the mastery camos, I
Right,
would say. I would grind definitely like diamond, let's say on a weapon class that I would main, you know. So like in
right,
BO2, I grinded diamond SMGs, or BO1, I try to get like my one weapon of each class, let's say gold with those credits or those COD points, you know.
right.
Or Modern Warfare, I was a red gunner, like I told you already, and like that's why I, you know, kind of went for Damascus. I just wanted to like obviously have the camo,
Just a flex,
but I
yeah.
was more like red gun oriented.
Right,
Now, for at least like where I'm at, like the only reason why I haven't gone for DMU on Cold War is just because I'm a sniper, you know? Like I don't want to be running around red gunning. Like, yeah, of course I want the camo, but like I don't want to set that much time aside, like where I could be hitting clips, you know, and doing all that. So it's like I'll take my diamond, I'll take whatever, and then take what I can get, kind of thing, you know? Because I
100%.
know obviously the camo grind is no joke, bro. You got to put time into that, bro.
Facts. But I think that kind of concludes everything that I want to. We've been going for just over an hour now, so I mean, it,
Let's go.
it was a fucking blast to talk to you, man. Honestly, like
Yeah.
it's I always love talking to people in this community. Like some people don't like to talk, some people like to talk a lot. Even like
Yeah.
it's just incredible to get to know all the personalities around this community, and you're one of the like most open and nice, just like friendliest, one of the most friendliest personalities.
Appreciate that, bro, for real.
It's
That's what, yeah, that's just me, man.
yeah, it's
Take pride in it.
absolute honor to have you on the podcast, man. Like, just having you on alone it's gonna make the video, honestly. Like everyone knows Boost, like I said. So, um,
Thanks a lot for having me, bro. For real, I appreciate it big time.
100%, dude.
Big time.
Is there anything else you want to say before we close this out?
Honestly, no. I think that's about it. I
I th-
guess other than
yep,
obey boost,
yep.
obey
There it is.
boost,
There it is. Obey Boost, guys. You guys
obey
know what to do,
boost.
man. I hope this gets a lot more support for all of the Obey grinders that are featured on this. Every time they go to Obey members like posts saying who's getting vouched for. I hope this gets a few more vouches for the people and stuff
Yes,
like
sir.
that. We aren't anything major in the community. A lot of people don't even know that we exist. But when
Right.
it comes down to it, like the 50 to 100 views that we do get on these podcasts that are like an hour long on gaming, like
Yeah. Hey, you gotta start somewhere,
that's
man.
100
Gotta
potential
start somewhere.
vouches. So I mean,
Yep. Exactly. Exactly, bro.
anyways, guys, that is going to close it out for this section. Once again, make sure you guys go support Boost, like up the ass. This dude is one of the best content creators in the community, in my personal opinion. Everyone loves this man. He has the personality to fucking like entertain for hours, days. Like he needs to do a subathon soon, uncapped. Like honestly, but Absolute grinder and absolute demon. All of his socials are below his cam. You guys can go hit him up on all those medias. Make sure he gets followed. Make sure he gets all the love that he deserves. Hashtag go boost to the end, guys. Let's go ahead and get right into our next guest on the podcast, which I think is going to be Drago tomorrow. So that's going to be lit.
Let's go. Obey Drago. Let's